Yes, welcome guys to this episode. Now, today I will talk about, or I want to talk to, these categories of people. Now, I want to talk to low-income earners, and also I want to say something to middle-income earners with regards to to planning some of the essential utilities bills. Now, considering the situation, or considering the current economic condition, is a bit tough, and I want to say that if you can't change, if you can't actually change your income level, then the only option you have is to maybe plan. Yes. So if you can't change your income level, then what you can do is you can have a plan. So I want to talk about a plan on how you can comfortably navigate through these tough times, or even tough times to come. Now, ideally, time is money. So the earlier you start, the better you are. So I want to talk to these middle or low income earners with respect to how can someone go about paying school fee conveniently without you having to struggle, without you having to call for a fundraise, without you becoming a laughing stock in the community. What can you do? How should you go about this, being that life is tough? Now, I want to give a plan, and this plan is going to benefit the most people who are still in their early stages of their life, or people who is when you are starting off your family. So if you have this plan, I'm very sure if you stick to it, you be consistent with whatever I'm going to say here, then I'm very sure that you are not going to have difficulty when it comes to time now you want to give your child a decent education, or you want to pay education, or you want to pay school fees. Now, this is what I want to say. If you want to, I'm going to use some models here to tell you what can you do so that you ensure that you don't, when it comes to now paying your child or your children school fee, you don't really have to struggle. Okay, assuming that maybe you are earning 30,000, you are earning 45,000, you are earning 100,000, and factoring in the income tax and all that, and all those statutory deductions, you are remaining with something small. What can you do so that when it comes to the time of paying school fee, you ensure that you don't have to struggle, and that things are not working on your side? So what you can do is just to have a solid plan, and having a solid plan is you need to set up what we call a sink fund. You have to set up a sink fund, and this your sink fund account, it's going to help you cater for future obligation of paying school fees. Yes. Yeah. So just let me take you just quickly. I want to come up with a model that will tell me that if you why do we say time is money? When you start early enough, are you able to beat your obligations? Yes, and ideally it is correct. When you don't have a lot of money, you can plan. You can plan, be consistent, and you will be well to go. So ideally, I do work with the models to answer some of the financial questions. I work majorly with models. Yes, so I want to see what can you do? What can you do? What can you do? Okay. Okay. Let me just see. Let me just see what can you do. Just see what can you do. Just a moment. I come up with this model. Then we see, or then can be able to answer some of the questions that I really need to have to answer. All right. Yeah. So I have a model here, and with this model, I'm going to come up with assumptions, and with these assumptions, I'm going to tell you that what can you do, or how best can you navigate around this, because life is tough. Even if you consider earlier on when it comes to primary education or free primary education, it was going up to okay, when the education of 844, so you are having the first 8, so the first 8, those are 8 years, was good enough maybe to give somebody time to prepare for the 4, to prepare for the 4-4, that is 4 years for the 4 years for the secondary education, and again the 4 years for the college or the university or the tertiary education. So I'm talking in the context of Kenya now. So in the current education system, we now have we are now having the new education model or syllabus, okay, or educational system. We are having the new system, which is now we are having the now the 8 is now we are now having 6, and then what? We are having 6. Is it 6-3-3? Is it 6-3-3 or whatever? But my main focus is that now for the primary level, okay, we are now having the junior second, the primary, or then we have the junior secondary and senior and senior secondary. So you see that it means that you are now going to start paying school fee 2 years earlier as compared to the previous education system, that is of 844. This one now you are going to start it early enough. So what can you do so that you ensure that when that time reaches, then you have enough fund to finance this? Now I want to talk for those people who are maybe, like I said previously, those who are now starting off. If you're starting off, this is for you. Now, the earlier you start, the better. But even if you're late, you can just pick from where you are, but will not benefit from all the benefit that comes with starting as early as possible. Now, I want to start with somebody who was maybe you have a child having of one month, 2 months, even 1 year. Okay, so what you can do, you can set up what you call a sync fund, and in this sync fund you create this account with the fund manager or with the collective investment scheme, and you create account which is called a minor account. And this minor account, you will be contributing maybe on a monthly basis, depending on the level of income or depending on the amount that you are receiving every month. So you can seclude, let's say for example 2,000 or 5,000 or 10,000, depending with how much you are earning per month, or your net or your take home. So you seclude that portion, and that portion is going to what you call your sync fund. So I want to take a scenario of someone, you have a child of 1 year, and you are setting up this sync fund to take care of this child education when the need for paying school fee arises. Okay, now when a child is 1 year, for a child to start maybe to start the preschool, it will take around, the child will start at maybe at age of 3 years. Okay, so if the child is 1 year now, so it means you are remaining with 2 years for this child to start preschool. So in the preschool, the child will so time to preschool is 2 years. Okay, so if you start savings now, so when the time the child is starting preschool, already you've saved for 2 years. You understand? Then from there, for the preschool and primary education, we am not going to advise you to take this money from this sync fund to cater for that, because I'm assuming that it's a bit that school fee that you will be paying within this level of education is still manageable. So we are only anticipating, or we are only planning for the higher levels of education where it will require a lot of fund. Okay, so when the child start preschool, already you've saved for 2 years. Then when the child finishes preschool, which also take 3 years, so that one will be 5 years. So by the time your child is starting primary, already you've saved for 5 years. Okay, now, and I've said in the new education system, the primary will go for 6 years. That is from grade 1 to grade 6. So 6 years plus 5 years, that's already 11 years. Okay, then maybe if now you cannot finance, if maybe you cannot now finance, or you need some support now to take care of the junior secondary school, and the take care of junior secondary school and what, and senior school, then moving forward to college. So I want to assume that now already you've been saving for 11 years, and I want you work with somebody who is in the middle class or in the lower class, and assuming that if you can struggle to maybe seclude only 2,000 per month. Okay, and now we are having 11 years. So by the time your child is starting senior school, how junior, it's not senior but junior secondary school, so how much will you be having in your sync fund that will take care of this this plan? Let's see. Let me work out this my model and see. So we have I want to adjust. I'm assuming that you are investing in a fund which is giving you an interest rate of what, 15% per annum. Then okay, under time here, let me just let me just work on some things here. Just and see the importance of planning. And see the importance of planning. So for the 11 years, we have 132 months. 132 months that you're going to save. Okay. Yes. So we are saying that you are saving 2,000 every month. So $2,000 every month. Now I've taken the lowest level that you're just saving only 2,000. Only 2,000 every month. Only 2,000 every month. And according to my breakdown, I've said that by the time your child is now starting senior secondary school, this is what you shall be having in your account if you use this model. Your sink fund, principal contributed to this sink fund is 264,000 shillings, Kenya shillings, in the context of Kenya. Then the interest that you shall have garnered, or the interest that you shall have earned, is 368,749. Sorry. That is gross. That is gross interest. But now let's work with net interest. So net interest that you shall have earned is 313,437 and 26 cents. And now if you take net plus the principal amount, the total amount that you shall be having in your account is 537,437 and 26 cents. So let's just say it is 577,437 Kenyan shillings. Now that's the amount you shall be having in that sink fund, and you've been just excluding only 2,000 every. You've been just secluding only. You've been only secluding only 2,000 every month since when your child was 1 year old, and when now the child reaches grade 6. So when you are now, the child now start grade 7, which is junior secondary school. Now this is the amount that you'll be having in your account, and I believe you won't again this fund. You won't again you won't take that fund all of it once and go and pay school fee once. So you will only be taking a portion per term, and the remaining amount which is in that sink fund will still be working as what? Will still be working for you as the interest. And as a matter of fact, this 577,400, even if you don't add anything to it, this one will be giving you a monthly interest, assuming that the interest is at 15% per annum. It will be giving you what we it will be giving you, let me just compute that and see. It will be giving you how much. So we have 577,437 and 26 cents. So I want to see this one. How much will it, what net interest will it be generating for you every month? Okay, and see if that one can help us also create more fund and make this a revolving fund to help you take care of this child education throughout. And I can advise that you continue remitting the 2,000 even as you so you just continue with your 2,000, as now already you have a full fund that can now help you take care of that education freely. And this thing can work best for even those people who are in the middle class, because now as a middle class you are capable of paying a little more of premium. So let's see, this one will give how much. Let me just see. This one would give how much. So let me change the interest rate to be 15. Then on the principal we have now the total that we are having in that now become our newest principal amount, 437 to 6. Now the 577 this 577 Kenya 577 437 will give you an interest rate per month of month 1, because this the model I'm working is being compounded, and when you work with fund managers already the interests are usually compounded. So this one every month you will be having a minimum of 6,135. 6,135. So assuming even if if first term you are supposed to pay let's say even 18 let's say you first time you pay 18,000, okay? If you say first time you pay 18,000, already this is every month this one is giving you 6,135. 6,135. So for each term has a minimum month of 3 months. So just take this one times 3. So interest alone can cover for you what? Interest alone can cover for you the school fee without touching on the principal amount. Okay? So it means the principal amount will stay intact, and you will be just paying the school fee from the interest that you are earning from this sing fund or the fund that you've been creating all this period. So this is the idea I wanted to pass to you, so that at least you should start thinking, and you should know that time is money. When you start early, you create money. So if you can't increase your income, increase time. Okay, start early. Ensure that you start as early as possible. So I've said that if you give birth to a child, ensure you immediately create a sink fund for that child, and that sink fund is, if it's aiming towards this child education, by the time the child is attaining or reaching grade 6 in the context of Kenya, then already how many years shall have elapsed? 7 years. And assuming even if you're just contributing the minimum amount, if you are an employee, or let's say the minimum amount of 2,000, and I'm saying assuming that the interest rate in that sink fund is what? Is 15% per annum, then compounded annually, then at the end of the 11 years, and at the end of the 11 years, you shall be having 577 and 26 cents. So this one, now when you want to start paying the school fee, now you put this one as a lump sum, or you leave this one in the account as a lump sum, and this one will be generating for you. I've said the minimum interest that it will be giving you is 6,135 Kenya shillings, and this one is enough to take care of every term's fee, assuming that every time you pay what? You pay 18,000, then in 3 months the fund or the investment, if for example you put this money into what we call fixed income fund, this one will take care of your school fee without the need of additional fund, or even without touching on the principal amount. So this one will make it a sustainable fund, and will educate this child until this child finishes up. And if you continue with also topping up the 2,000 that you've been doing remitting every month, then it will grow and grow, and even by the time the child is finishing the education system, already the child is having something to start life with. You can give the child the account, the ownership of that account, then the child can start life from there. So this is a plan I want to go to everyone that want to see that anyone that want good for their child or for their children. Okay, so this all I wanted to share with you today. So please adopt this, and if you have any other query or you want to detail breakdown of this, please on my when you look at the banner on my profile, there is my contact there. Please, you can give me a call, then I can break this down. I can also help you choose the sync fund or even the fund manager that you can make this thing work. Okay, so all the fund manager can give you competitive returns, and you ensure that you be a good parent, and you give your child a befitting education. So that's all I want to share with you. Please share this. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Then I believe with that we are going forward together. So please remember, if it is on YouTube, if it is on YouTube, you are meeting this video on YouTube, please just comment there, and also don't fail to subscribe. And if it is on other social media platform, let's say Instagram, like there, leave your comment there. Same applies to what? To Facebook. And that's all for now. Thank you, and see you in the next episode.